Yesterday morning, at exactly 10 o'clock, the mountains of Jalisco didn't just shake, they burned. For 2 decades, Nemesio Oseguera, the ghost known as El Mencho, was the most hunted man on the planet. He survived the mountains, the military, and the rival cartels, but he couldn't survive the 2026 terrorist protocol. As smoke billows over the luxury resorts of Puerto Vallarta and burning buses paralyze Guadalajara, the world is asking, was this just a raid or the start of a full-scale intervention? We've scrubbed the intelligence reports and mapped the satellite data. From the secret firefight in Tapalpa to the joint interagency task force that tracked his every breath, this is the declassified story of the day the king of cocaine fell. Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes didn't just run a cartel, he ran an army. Born in the dirt of Michoacan, he learned the trade under El Chapo, but he wasn't content being a lieutenant. He saw a fractured system and decided to break it. By 2010, the Jalisco Nueva Generación logo began appearing on bodies across Mexico. Within a decade, they were more powerful than Sinaloa and more violent than the Zetas. But the man at the top, he was a phantom. For 15 years, the world hunted a man based on a single grainy photo from 2011. He used body doubles. He moved only by courier. He was untouchable until the designation changed the rules of the game.
February 5th, 2026. Everything changed. The U.S. State Department officially designated the CJNG as a foreign terrorist organization. This wasn't just a change in vocabulary, it was a change in firepower. Under the 2026 doctrine, the U.S. military no longer needed Mexico's permission to strike. Drone strikes became legal. Targeted killings, the same ones used to dismantle ISIS, were now authorized for the mountains of Jalisco. The NSA began vacuuming up every byte of data over the Sierra Madre. On February 18th, they caught a break, a 97% biometric voice match on an encrypted sat phone. Target confirmed. Location, Tapalpa. 0530. The air in the mountains is thin and cold. 4 Blackhawks, flying nap of the earth, cut through the fog. This wasn't a police bust, it was a surgical decapitation. When the helicopters descended, the mountains fought back. These weren't street thugs with pistols. These were soldiers with RPG-7s and Barrett 50 Tal rifles. The sky turned into a web of tracer fire. Inside the compound, it was room to room, brutal, primal. When the breach team finally blew the door to the master suite, they found him. El Mencho didn't go quietly. He went down firing a Colt 1911. He was hit multiple times in the chest and abdomen. They got him onto the extraction bird, but at 13:47 local time, somewhere over the valley, the ghost's heart stopped. The vacuum left behind didn't bring peace. It brought Codigo Rojo. Within 60 minutes of his death, the cartel activated its scorched earth protocol. Guadalajara became ground zero. Buses turned into pillars of fire. Police stations under siege. In Puerto Vallarta, Tourists watched from hotel balconies as the boardwalk erupted in gunfire. The message was clear. If the king falls, the country burns. Now, the world watches El Jardinero, the gardener, the heir apparent. But as the CJNG fractures, the body count is only going up. The killing of Mencho proved the US can reach anyone, anywhere. But it didn't stop the flow. The fentanyl still moves. The demand is still there. 110,000 Americans died last year, and killing a ghost won't bring them back. We know how to kill cartel leaders. We still don't know how to end the war. This was the killing of El Mencho, a turning point or a catastrophic mistake. Let us know in the comments. Should the US be conducting military ops in Mexico, or are we repeating the mistakes of Iraq? Next episode, Operation Sinaloa, the hunt for Mayo Zambada. Stay declassified.